Hi guys, this is our tutorial for this week. My name is Fabiana from Creative Swimwear blog. Every week I teach you how to make a different crochet bikini, and this week we're gonna make a daisy crochet top, and then after this we finish this top. I'm making a bottom that matches with this daisy top as well. Okay, so give me a like for this tutorial if you enjoyed it. Leave me comments anytime you want. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to help. And so the yarn needed for this, the yarn that I use for this tutorial, it is a 3-ply yarn, but I mixed with a 4-ply because I didn't have the 3-ply on yellow, so it's 100% cotton. And this is the yarn. Okay, I'm in Australia, so I buy yarn at the Reject shop. That's the yarn that I like because it's thin and it works well for my swimwear. Okay, if you want to make swimwear, it's very important that you use fine cotton, not very thick. So in America there's a few options. There's now Circulo yarn is selling the yarn Honey, called Honey. That's a really good yarn for bikinis. And there's a yarn called Himalaya, and the name of the yarn is Bikini. That's a really good yarn as well. And there is the Cascade yarn Fixation that it's a bit stretchy. It's made in Brazil by Circulo as well, but it's sold by Cascade Yarns. That's a yarn that I really liked, and it has many colors as well. But today I'm gonna put a link on the description below of the yarn you can use in America, but you can use 3 or 4-ply. It's the same gauge. It's gonna be the same. Gonna have the same result. Okay, and all you need for this bikini, to make this top, it's 50 grams, which is 1 roll. If you are making a large bikini, you might need 2 balls, but then because we are using these other colors, won't be necessary. So you need the yellow, the off-white, and the navy blue if you want to use navy blue. If you want to use any other color, I think the violet color looks good, and turquoise color looks nice too. Maybe a red would look good too. You know, you can, it's a type of flower that you can mix and match with many different colors around it. So today I'm gonna teach you how to make this daisy flower first, how to turn this into a triangle top, and then how to make the strings connected with the top, and also how to add the lining after you finish your bikini. Okay, so that's our tutorial for this week. Let's start it now. Hope you enjoyed. So the hook that I'm using is the tulip hook, 2.1 millimeters hook, and to make the finishings to hide the tails, I normally use 1.1 millimeters or 0.95 millimeters to finish the tails on the back. Okay, so I normally have a very fine hook. And to work with lycra, I like these metal tulip hooks because they slide through the lycra very well. So if you're thinking about making most of your project swimwear, I'll tell you to buy all the tulip hooks. They last forever and they don't bend. You know, like you get the aluminum ones and they bend and they go. I don't really like them, so yeah, that's it. These hooks are really good. And for the lining, you can choose in between lycra or polyamide lining. This is the same lining we use for underwear, so you can really find anywhere to buy it, and you can normally find on the skin colors as well, and white and black, I think. But if you buy the skin color, it matches with everything, so you don't need anything else. And that's it, guys. That's all for material. Thread and needle, of course, and scissors. That's all we need. So to start this top, we'll make the daisy flower. And the daisy flower, I'm gonna show you in a very easy way to make it. So we're gonna start with the magic ring. The way you do the magic ring is you wrap the yarn around your fingers twice this way. Okay, you put your hook underneath the first yarn and pull the second one this way, and then twist it, and from there make your first chain here. So I'm gonna show you again from the beginning. Wrap once and then twice like this. Put the hook through, grab the second one, the second loop, bring it here, twist it, and make a chain with the yarn that's left there. So after this you can remove from your fingers, and then we're gonna start making these daisy flowers. So to start making it, we make 1, 2, 3 chains. These 3 chains are gonna count as a double crochet when we finish it. You can pull a little bit here. This magic ring allows you to do that. Okay, and then we are going to make 11 double crochets from here with 1 chain in the middle. So 1, 2, and 1 chain, 3, and a chain, 4, and a chain. Oh, I forgot the chain here, sorry. So yeah, just repeat 11 double crochets and 1 chain in between. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you make 1 chain, pull this tail here to close this row, and then we're gonna make 1 single crochet here, but only halfway. So put the hook through this second chain, and then pull the yarn and leave it like this. And you can cut the yellow yarn, because we are not gonna use it anymore, and leave it like a little bit of tail at the end. You don't need much, because we're gonna finish that with our hook, not using a tapestry needle like some people do. Okay, and then here we're going to start making the second row. And so for that we are going to use the off-white color. So put it through, pull the yellow yarn a bit, and then hold them both on the back here. Okay, and then we're gonna work in this next chain here, 1 single crochet right on top of both tails of the yarn, and keep holding your both tails on the back here. Okay, because we're gonna double crochet on top of them. So make 1, 2, 3 chains to start this new row, and then yarn over twice on the hook, because we're gonna make a triple crochet here. So what you do is put the hook through right on top of where you had the chain before, and then go through 1, 2 loops and stop there, because we're gonna be working 2 triple crochets together here. Again, hook inside there, and 1, 2, and now I can finish this stitch. Okay, here I'm counting these 3 chains as a triple crochet. Okay, so we will have 11 more triple crochets every time on top of this chain we had on the row before. So, and in between them 1, 2, 3 chains. So now still I'm keeping these tails on the back here, because I'm going to work on top of them to cover it, and make 1, 2, another triple crochet here, and 1, 2, and another triple crochet, 1, 2 times, and then finishing all of them together. So it's 3 triple crochets together 11 times. 1, 2, 3 chains, and 1 triple crochet, 2 triple crochets, and 3 triple crochets with 3 chains at the end. So repeat that all the way till you're back here, and here we're gonna make a single crochet to go to the next row then. So here, to finish this second row, I'm going to make my 1, 2, 3 chains. Okay, make sure you have 12 petals here for this daisy flower. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, and then we're going to make a half single crochet here, and then we're gonna change the color to our blue. That's a very dark blue, this one. Okay, if you want to use another color, I think purple looks nice, like violet color, and maybe gray would be nice too. You can even make it red. I think could look nice as well. I saw some in black that I really liked as well, but I can't stitch in red because it's too dark, so I'm making on this color. So after you made your single crochet halfway there, we're gonna put the blue through here. Okay, make sure you pull this the other color a bit so it's tied, and then I always hold both with my fingers on the back. Okay, and then I'm going to make here in this next chain here, I'm going to make 1 single crochet to start my work from the middle of this arch of single crochets there, of chains there. And then I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains and 1 single crochet in this next arch. It doesn't need to be like inside the stitch, just underneath it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again a single crochet here. We're gonna repeat that all the way through. Until you have 12 arches of chains. Okay, so repeat that all the way to here, and but then the last one we're gonna make it a little bit different. Okay, so here to finish this row I'm going to make 2 chains, and then I'm going to make 1 double crochet in this first single crochet, and that's gonna be my last arch. Okay, and from here I'm going to start my next row, which is gonna be again 5 chains. 1, yeah, so 5 chains from here, from this double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and then 1 single crochet in this next arch, and another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another single crochet in this next arch, and then now we are going to make our first corner. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. That's the first one I made. I'm going to make 1 chain and 1, 2, 3 double crochets, all in the same arch, okay? Because this is gonna be our first corner of this triangle, okay? This part here, and then I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 chains in between, and then another 1, 2, 3 double crochets with 1 chain at the end. And then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, 1 single crochet, 5 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, another single crochet, 1, and the second corner, which is 3 double crochets, 3 chains, and 3 more double crochets. Okay, so repeat that corner 3 times, and then we are going to make the next row. 1 chain here, and then 5 and 5 again. 3, 4, 5, 1 single crochet, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another single crochet, and another corner here. We'll make 1 more single crochet here in this next arch, and then we're gonna start working double crochets in this row. So 1, 2 chains, and we'll be making 4 double crochets in this first arch, I mean 3, because I always count these 2 chains as a double crochet. Okay, so 4 there, and then 1 chain in between them, and 4 more here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 chain again, and then I'll be making here in this first corner 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and then 1 chain and another 3 double crochets in this corner. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 2 chains. So that's how our corners are gonna be from now. And 1, 2, 3 double crochets, all in that, on top of that same chains we had in that corner, the corner underneath it, and then 1 chain, and then 1 double crochet in each of these double crochets here, and again 1 chain, and 4 double crochets in these arches. So 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets here, 1 chain between them, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll be making the next corner with 3 double crochets here. So 1, 2, 3, 1 chain, and now on top of these chains from before, we'll be making 1, 2, 3 double crochets, 2 chains in between them, and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 1 chain in between them, and 1, 2, 3 double crochets here, 1 chain, and 4 double crochets in each of these arches. Four, 1, 4 more here, and then here repeat that same corner again. Okay, and I'll show you how it looks like at the end of this row, and then we're gonna go to the next row. So here to start this, to finish this last row, that's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that's our 5th row. We're gonna start the next one soon. So you finish this with 1 chain there and a single crochet in this first double crochet from the row before. So 1 single crochet here, and then 2 chains to go up and start the next row. And then here I'm going to make 1 double crochet in that same first double crochet, because we need to repeat the same thing, have the 2 chains and 3 more here. I'm gonna make 1 more there, and then here I'm going to just repeat what I had on the previous row. So 4 double crochets, 1 chain, 4 double crochets. I always count my 2 chains as a double crochet, that's why it's 4, otherwise it's 3. But in any chart you look or pattern, people normally count the chains as I stitch as well. And so here 1 chain again, and then we're gonna have our 3 double crochets from before. So just repeat that all the way until you reach the corner, this first corner, and then what we're gonna do on the corner is we're gonna repeat the same thing again we did on the last one. So 1 chain and 3 double crochets, 2 chains and another 3 double crochets in these 2 chains from this first corner. So 3 double crochets, 2 chains and another 3 double crochets here with 1 chain at the end, and then here I'm just gonna make the same thing again. So 3 double crochets, 1 chain, another 3 double crochets. And 1 chain. And now in the middle here 4 double crochets. So repeat this all the way around. Repeat this same thing all the way around. It's just a repetition of the row before. And then we will have 1, that's our last row actually. Yeah, that's our last row. We will join both sides of our top together. So after finishing this one, you make another one exactly the same of this one, which is gonna be the other side of your top. Okay, and then we will be joining them together on the next step of this tutorial. So here I have 3 double crochets and 1 chain in between them, always 1 chain in between, and then 3 double crochets, 2 chains and another 3 double crochets in that chains from before. Three, 1 chain, and then just repeat where you had double crochets, you make double crochets, where you had chains, you make chains. 1 chain and another 3 here. So repeat this all the way to the end, all the way to the end of this row here, and then you can cut this yarn, and we're gonna start joining both sides of our top together and finishing it off. So here I got to the end of this this last row, and I'm going to finish this off with a slip stitch and 1 chain here. Okay, so now I can cut this yarn off, and on the next step we will be joining them both together and making the straps. Okay, so after finishing both sides, both triangles, okay, and let me tell you this right now before we start the next part of this bikini. If this is a size small, okay, if you are making a medium, if you are making a medium, you keep making more rounds around it, so you would have one more row, exactly the same row we did on the last our last row, exactly the same of our last row, but for a medium you would have one more row. Okay, and for a large you make 2 more rows, exactly the same of this row. Okay, but 2 more for a large. All the rest will be the same. Okay, so now we're going to start working on this corner here, because we're gonna go all the way like this to finish this bikini, and then after that we're gonna make the straps. So make sure both sides of your bikini are facing the same way. Okay, make sure they're both facing the same way, and then we're gonna get a bikini like this, the top like this. Okay, always like them to face exactly the same way. Okay, or we can probably use this part here where we have this where we started, you know, and just place it under, because it's the parts where you see less when you're wearing it, if you know what I mean. Like, it, as much as you don't want, is a bit different here than all the other sides. This is more perfect because we don't have the joinings of the yarn or anything, and we can also cover this yarn with single crochets that we'll be making now. So now put your hook through the corner here and pull it this way. Okay, so we're gonna have a loop right there and make a chain here. Okay, then put this tail behind your work like this, and then we're gonna work single crochets here. So one single crochet in this second double crochet here, and then you can pull this tail here after, because then it's more tied on the beginning there, and then 2. So I'm making my crochet on top of this tail as well, and just single crochets. Okay, so what's gonna happen is when I finish making the single crochets, my tail is gonna be hidden underneath it, so I don't really have to use any tapestry needles to finish it up. And that, if you're making crochet for clients, and that helps a lot all the time, because it takes a lot of time to you know, put the tail through the tapestry needle, and then hide all your tails, you know. So that's how I do it. Makes your life easier and is faster. So one single crochet in each single crochet. Here I'm gonna hide the second tail, and I'm making only single crochets on top of the stitches I had before. Okay, so single crochet all the way to the end of this side, and then we're going to join with the other side. Okay, so okay, got to this next corner here. Okay, and now I'm going to make a few chains in between both of my tops. Okay, so I'm going to make, I normally make around 6 to 8 in this one. So you put them side by side, and then you can see how many stitches you need. I think around 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what I normally do. Okay, if you want a bit more, if you have a bit more distance in between your both boobs, you just make it a bit longer. You won't change anything on the design itself. Okay, it's just a little bit more stitches here. And also, if you have a large, I would make around 10 for a large, 10 to 12 for a large. So here for me 8 is just what I need for a small size. And then after making these 8 chains, I'm gonna grab my other side of my top, and then I'm going to make here in this first corner here where I had the chains, I'm going to make a single crochet, and then I'm going to just single crochet all the way to the other side. So after finishing this first row underneath the top, I'm going to make another row. So I'm gonna start it with 2 chains, and then I'm going to turn my work. And as I turn my work, I'm going to work double crochets, and I'm going to work double crochets across the entire row. So 1 double crochet in each stitch, all the way to the other side. So repeat that, and as well make 1 double crochet to each of these chains here in the middle. Okay, so just double crochet across all the way to the other side. After I finish this row with double crochets, that's how it looks like. And now we are going to make 1 chain here and turn our work again, and then in that second double crochet here we'll be making 1 chain, 1 single crochet, okay, another single crochet and another one, and then we're gonna make a picot stitch to finish it off with 2 chains. And then the way I do it, I place my hook right on this stitch just before here, and I make another single crochet there, and then I skip 1 and I make 3 other single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 chains, 1 single crochet here right underneath, right inside this stitch I had just before, and a single crochet there. Then I skip 1 here and I make 3 other single crochet. So 1, 2, 3. You should be now on the right side of your bikini. Okay, every time we make an edge and we finish a bikini off with a little edge at the end, we want it to be on the right side of our piece, bikini, of our crochet piece. So 2 chains and a picot stitch here. This stitch is called picot. It's very simple and it looks really nice, and it doesn't affect when you're sunbaking. You know, you have all this lacy stuff as edges, and then you sunbake and then you can see all the lacing on your tan skin after some baking session. So I just make, you know, my edges very simple. So when you sunbake, you don't really see them on your printed on your skin after you're finished sunbaking. Anyway, it's my choice. So you can make a better edge, a different edge if you want. You know, I'm just making this one because I like it. So go all the way to the end of this part of your bikini, and then we will be making our first string here. That's going to be our first strap to tie this bikini on the back, okay? And then after this strap, we're gonna work around the full top, and we're gonna finish here with another strap. So 2 straps here, 2 straps here, okay? So I'll be making this right now. I made it all the way through to this first corner here, okay? And I made a single crochet right there on my last stitch. And now to make this strap here, I'm going to make another single crochet right in the middle there, in the middle of that row, or on top of that 2 chains I had there before. And then from here I'm going to make 100 chains for this first strap. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here I made 100 chains to this first tie of my bikini, this first strap. And then now I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 3rd chain here, and 1 single crochet there. Okay, and another single crochet in the next chain, and another single crochet in the next chain. So we're basically gonna repeat this same stitch we had here, the same picot stitch here, we will be making here. So after these 3 single crochets, we'll be making 2 chains, and then 1 single crochet in this single crochet just before here, and then we're gonna skip 1 chain and make our single crochet in this next single crochet chain there, and then 1, 2, 3, 2 chains again, and a single crochet in the single crochet just before. Skip 1 chain here, and 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. So you will repeat that all the way back to the top. So all the way back here, just repeat that, and finishing with a single crochet here. Okay, we're gonna have a single crochet here, and then we're gonna start going up on this side with this same finish edging to finish it, okay? And then when we get here on these 2 chains right on the top here, we will repeat again the same 100 chains. Okay, 120 for a medium, 130 for a large. Okay, so I'm going to make this all the way to here, and then I'll explain the side here. And then after that, you can make it all by yourself all the rest of the bikini is the same thing, okay? So I'm going to do that, and then you make your edge there, and then after that I'm gonna show you how to add lining to this top, okay? Because it needs lining. Yeah, I tried without it, but it just doesn't give you enough coverage. If you feel like, you know, if you feel like it doesn't matter for you, some people like not having it, so you can use without the lining, but I prefer to add some lining to it in case, and I'm gonna explain that after we finish going all around the bikini and making all the straps. I made my last single crochet in the last chain there, and then now I'm going to make one single crochet here in this single crochet here right on the corner, and then I'm going to start going up this bikini. So I'm going to actually go up here, so 1, 2 and 3 and another picot stitch. So I'm repeating the same edge all around this bikini. Just 1, 2, 3 and 2 chains, another picot here, skip one there. Okay, so just repeat this all the way to where you have that 2 chains on the corner there. So repeat this all the way here, and here we're gonna make 100 chains to the top and back with this same stitch we did on the strap to the side. Okay, so I'm going to just make this all the way around. You can make the picot stitch here as well, okay? And then when I finish it off, I'm gonna teach you how to add the lining on this bikini. After I finish making the crochet and all the strings and straps, I place the fabric right on top of my bikini like it is here, and then I just cut around it on the exact shape of my top. Okay, still, if you have sometimes you have little pieces, like little parts where you think it is too much, you just go around and cut it. Okay, that's how I do it. So while I'm stitching it, I'm just looking for, if it is a bit too big, I just take a few pieces, just cut a few little pieces off and just make it more round as well and more nice on the back. Okay, and then I got each one of my sides of the top. I'm gonna use around 1 meter of thread and with this needle, and then I pin both sides. So I put some pins around just to make sure it's not gonna move. And then you just stitch it right on top of your top. Yeah, I always like to start on the corners, and also make sure you stitching it on the right side, because it happens a lot, it happened a lot to me. Many times it happened to me that when I finished the bikini, I saw I was stitching on the wrong side, and I had to remake it all again. So just pull it through, and always make a double knot here, just because crochet is really hard to it's really open, so you need a little knot after the knot at the end of the, it's not like fabric, it's more open anyway. Put a needle through the first piece here, and then just, I like to go this way actually. So what I do is I don't go all the way to the other side, just because I didn't have the navy blue color thread, so I'm using the thread on the same color of the lining, and so I don't want people to see this thread on the other side, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going halfway here and not all the way to the other side. Okay, and the stitch I'm making is just this one, up and down, because with this stitch we actually allow the top to stretch a little bit. I'm not folding the fabric because I reckon if you fold it would show on the other side. Sometimes you can, but not on this one. Or you can do this on your sewing machine, but remember, if you're gonna use the machine, make sure you have the same color of your cotton thread, the navy blue in my case, otherwise it won't look good. So yeah, that's it. Just repeat this all the way around on this side, and then on the other side as well. And then when we finish, I'm gonna show you how it looks like at the end. Okay, so let's finish this and then we come back with the final product, with your top ready to wear. After we stitched the lining on the back, that's how it looks like. I like this color of lining because it's skin color, and so you buy the lining and you can use for any bikini you want, really. While other colors you can only use for with that match with a few colors, if you know what I mean. Other color, it could be white as well, we can use for a lot of pieces. It could be white on this one, but I prefer the skin color because yeah, it doesn't actually look like there is a lining, and that's how I like it. But anyway, that's how it looks like. It's pretty good. So let me know in the comments if you like this tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know. If you liked it, just give us a thumbs up there on the like button, and subscribe to my channel, because that helps me to make you new tutorials every week. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great week. Bye.